Welcome. Today we're doing advice for next week, whatever we need to know. So we're gonna do a tarot reading and some channeled messages and see what comes through. I saw the Lover's card. It came out and then it flipped right back. I'm hearing like a hidden love. We'll see. Trying to manifest something beautiful. Struggling to achieve some financial goals. This split between faith and material abundance. So like the spiritual side of life and material abundance. So I'm seeing like a split in trying to comprehend how both are aspects of one and struggling with that. So this is more the themes of next week. That's what I'm feeling. And we're gonna get some advice. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Stagnation, but let's see more. Emotional stagnation, 10 of Cups in reverse. What does that mean, emotional stagnation? When I asked the stars, a wish fulfilled came out. Not when I asked. Now it came out. When I asked about what does emotional stagnation mean, I heard the inability to change a pattern. So you go back to what's familiar because it has been done so many times before that it's almost pleasant. That's emotional stagnation. So you have all the reasons, you have all the mental reasoning, you have the physical proof, but then the emotions are the stagnation part. And working through that leads to wish fulfilled in upright position. That's a pretty clear advice on next week. But again, I'm feeling this, okay, but how? How do I do it? What do I do? But you know the how, and you know the what's, and you know that the hows is not your problem, so that's how you know how to do it. By accepting the state of it being fulfilled and aligning with the thoughts and ideas that inspire you. So you actually do have all the how-tos and what-tos. It's the emotional that is the stuck point here. Let's get... What else? Is that really all we need to know for next week? Advice? Yeah, what's the advice? What's the advice? One second. What's the advice? Oh, it's gonna be something big and that we don't like. Oh, what's the advice? We all ready. Everything came out. Yep. We are ready. Instead of fear, get excited about it. So, Angel of Time in reverse. Feeling like we're fighting time. What else? Come on. Advice. What are the advice? So we have time, empathy, Angel of Song, and Annihilation. This is A, B, C, D, E. This is literally, it's time to sing your song and bring it to the surface. With empathy. So your emotional fears should be like that ball that she is caretaking, like a mother caretakes a child in the womb. In the womb. Advice. I don't like it. Why don't we like this? What's the resistance to accepting this? What are the blocks? I heard it can't be that black and white with a magician. So it's like blocks to, it can't be that easy for me to just decide what is right for me and decide what I want, align with it, and have it happen. Can't be that black and white. I can't be that alchemist that transforms and get what he or she wants. What's the resistance? What are the blocks? Justice. I feel like the justice should be in reverse. Because this fight with justice, two major arcanas, we're talking about big things, like big beliefs. We're talking about identity, things that are really, that we have really chosen to identify with. It's the resistance. And I'm feeling this urgency, so it's like we're fighting time, in a sense. And that has been so much part of our identity that it feels like it's impossible to shift the pendulum to the other side and be on the side of time where things align, because that would be too easy. Why would it be too easy? I'm push away. So I'm feeling instantly this, nope, too easy, shut the F up, no. But what's the fear underneath? What's the fear underneath? Making the wrong choice. Making the wrong decision. That's the main thing. We don't want to be in the state of complete and utter despair, and the fear of making the wrong decision is what's holding us back. It is what is preventing things from coming in, and the fear of making the wrong decision. Emotional stagnation. The advice is straightforward. It talks about aligning with time and affirming that time isn't on your side, that it is your time right now. It's my time. Go time. I can have it now. It is my time. I'm wondering what to do about the fear of making the wrong decision. And so, tarot wise, I'm gonna end the reading there, but with my personal advice, what would I tell you? Fear of making the wrong decision. Well, clearly, let's go with the textbook. Is there a wrong decision? Can you make a wrong decision? And can something that you have been so passionate about for so long and that you have envisioned for so long be wrong? And if it is wrong, do you have any desire to be right? What's so bad about being wrong? Why would it suck to make the wrong decision? If someone points at you and tells you, you are wrong, oh, okay. You are wrong. Ah, pain. Okay. Now, to avoid that, don't make a decision. And don't put yourself out there, clearly. But even then you can be pointed at and told you are wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong when you put your energy towards something that you believe in. You're wrong when you're expressing your opinions. You are you're wrong when you're pursuing the career that you want. You're wrong when you're pursuing the dreams that you dream of. You're also wrong when you don't. Oh, you are wrong because you didn't pursue the career you're in. The spiritual field will tell you you are wrong because you're not doing. Now that's a judgment. The spiritual side won't say that, but I'm picking up this going around in loops because, in essence, how do you get out of that? How do you get out of the possibility of someone pointing a finger at you and saying you are wrong? Well, you stop pointing the finger at yourself to say that you're wrong. That's how you get out of it. And even if potentially someone would point the finger at you and tell you you're wrong, as long as it's not internal, it bounces off. It holds no value. But when you make it mean that the recognition of your value and worth is in the hands of others, you become obsessed with who and where they point fingers. I can't talk today, sorry. You know what I mean. You become obsessed with it, giving away the power of your own worthiness. And I feel like this is a deep, like it's not on the surface. It's only, like I could really only access it when I pointed the finger and said, you are wrong. Because that feeling of having been pointed finger at and saying you're wrong for what you believe in, which all your senses, right? Everything in the universe tells you you are right, but someone of importance to you points their finger at you and tells you that you are wrong. And that makes you fragment and really split in all different kinds of way, and question the universe, question yourself, question the dream, questioning the path, keeping yourself in emotional stagnation of returning back to patterns, telling yourself that you are wrong because it hurts less. Then you're prepared for it. But this is a double-edged sword, because you keep doing the same pain that was brought onto you by doing that, and it serves no purpose. I would tell you to work on that this week in terms of advice. How are you right? How are you right regardless of who judges you? And how do you get that internally you are wrong blaming part of you? How do you get that part to align with you? Like, what is it fear? Ask a little bit, work a little bit, gain some more awareness with that aspect this week that somehow benefits from telling you that you are wrong, because it gets something out of that. And also create a relationship between that aspect and the aspect of you that believes that it is right and has all this wisdom, but that part of you is quiet. But make them talk to each other. Parts work. And if you're not into parts work, if that's not your game, well, it's in essence the same advice. You look for ways in which you're right. And if blocks come up like, okay, but if I'm right, I'm going to be so full of myself. And some people that have made the worst mistakes were completely convinced that they were right. Yeah. So at what cost are you willing to be right? At what cost are you willing to be wrong? Because the outcome of keep saying to yourself that you're wrong, that's a Freudic slip. What's real to you though? Are you right or are you wrong? Make that decision first. And is it right for you or is it wrong for you? And somewhere we need to draw the line of like, F it. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I don't know if it's going to end up badly. I don't know if this is the right decision. But this is it for me. Internally, for me, I feel, without the fear, if I don't listen to the fear for a second, then what I'm feeling is, this is mine. This is for me. Yeah. Don't second guess yourself externally trying to figure this one out. It's basically this week the advice is simply go inward, look for the ways you're right, decide that you are right. Or what do I know? Maybe you decide that you're wrong and you allow someone else to dictate what you do or don't do. Play that scenario out. But the advices that are channeled there, the advices I can see in the cards, and the advice I would personally give you have now been stated in this video. There is this little frustration that I'm feeling. It's almost like, oh, I'm just hitting up against the same block again, and again. But have compassion and empathy towards that block. And it's really not that block because you've never been in this spot ever before in your entire existence. You're not stuck. You've never been in this point ever before. And right now is the moment when you can decide what's true for you, what's real for you, and what you're going to pursue. And that will take you out of the emotional stagnation. So be it, and so it is. Thank you so much for being here. See you soon.